I mean, I hope that PPS will be able to, be a little bit more transparent about what their plan is.
Dunaway parent Kayla Gulbranson has 2 kids in Portland Public Schools. The plan she's waiting on is how and when the district would educate kids should they need to quarantine at home. Kayla is not alone.
There's nothing in place, and that is so frustrating to me. We have been doing this for so long.
At this week's school board meeting, parents sounded off. Jeff Oswald wanted more for his 5th grade son, who had to quarantine for 10 days after a classmate tested positive.
I was told that he's not going to miss much, so don't worry about it. No one wants to hear that from an educator. I'll be honest, that pissed me off. Straight up pissed me off.
There was a lot of frustration. Catherine Henderson is a PPS teacher and parent.
Took 3 days. I managed to keep my family safe from COVID for a year and a half. But it only took 3 days for my son to come home from school and bring COVID into our home.
Henderson says she was told her 3rd grade son followed all the rules, wore a mask, and kept 3 feet of distance.
There's so much we still don't know about this virus. The precautions in school are not enough to keep our children safe. The few days I spent in my classroom, I was constantly reminding my students to put their mask over their noses and keep a 3 feet distance. These are children.
So what is Portland Public Schools' plan if they need to switch a whole school to distance learning, and what would trigger it? A PPS spokesperson tells KGW they're working with county health officials on that, saying, if guidance recommended we suspend in-person learning, we are prepared to move students or classrooms into comprehensive distance learning temporarily as directed by our health partners. So we asked those county health officials, at what point would that happen? A spokesperson shared this with us, saying, there is no simple metric by which we would recommend suspending in-person learning. We are monitoring districts carefully, working with superintendents and the Multnomah Education Service District, and we will be learning as we go. We will know more about how the disease is spreading and the level of action needed to control spread so students can stay in school.
Because it's inevitable. Kids are going to miss school. There's no vaccinations for the elementary level. I'll be shocked if they're still there by Halloween.
Another issue, lack of assigned seating on buses. While the district says they are now creating seating charts, they weren't there in time to prevent a large quarantine at Dunaway. Kayla, who is Dunaway's PTA president, says a student riding a bus tested positive. With no way to contact trace, it forced 40 students to stay home.
We've pulled them from the bus just because we don't want to risk that possibility. It's not fair to those grade school kids that now are stuck at home for 10 days doing nothing.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.